Here we are in Camp Trickster. We have Misty's top hat as our portal here. Misty's top hat is, as you can see, one large top hat. We like to believe that this is the sort of birthing grounds of Misty as an XM sensitive, and this is where she learned a lot of her abilities to, magical capabilities and illusion and so forth. And clearly she was here, as we believe she was trained, and she dropped her top hat, among many other things. And she's left us a series of clues and riddles to try and solve some of what's going on and hasten the Ingress Magnus event here. So we have 6 stations that we have set up that help decipher some of these clues. Here the first one is a station that has this beautiful artwork that was created by Miho out of Japan. She does a lot of the artwork from Niantic. And there's a hidden message here that we can see. And we can't see it so much by just taking a look at it. It's a pretty basic photo. But by taking your phone and taking a look at it, you actually can reveal a hidden message is embedded within the photo here. This is the first glyph that we have that will be as part of our string that will help us solve the riddle here. Moving right along, we have a second photo here. As you can see, there are 5 cards instead of 4 aces, and we can perhaps try to understand what the additional content is here. We have a series of knobs and switches here that we can use to activate different portions of the station and try and reveal that content. In this particular case, this hand crank here will allow us to activate an additional light source. We can see that there's a hidden content piece right there. We got a top hat with an additional glyph for us. Our third station here is a combined station, so there's actually an identical station to this that's networked across to the opposite side of the portal. This is a 2-person player game. It's a version of Pac-Man that's very thematic of Misty and the Trickster archetype, colors for Magnus and so forth. And again, the notion here is to really combine that sort of teamwork and collaborative nature that Ingress really fosters in people and sort of bring that here. When we're fielding, when we're building farms, when we're trying to do typical gameplay, it's really important to have multiple people work together really closely, and this really kind of exemplifies that. This is a really fun one here. This is a physical glyph hacking of our portal here. So what you're seeing is this gentleman here has activated a glyph sequence, and he's having to take these pucks down below that have the glyphs inscribed on them and place them into the slots within the portal to try and replicate the glyph sequence, very similar to what you see in Scanner here. This is one of our trickier puzzles here. This is a rotational cipher puzzle, very similar to what you see in a lot of the content and lore produced by Niantic and the storytellers here. So what we have here is an outer fixed dial that has the alphabet on it, and an inner dial that you can rotate to try and solve for the rotational cipher. Very typical of Caesar cipher and things like that, where one letter corresponds to a shifted letter in the alphabet, and then they sort of progress sequentially. This allows you to do that sort of in real time. So we have an encrypted string above using a rotational cipher, and it's your duty to try and solve that by using the lower dial to correspond those letters and solve for that glyph. That'll be the next part of your storyline. Right here next we have what we refer to as the polarized station. So this station here, while it looks like just a blank white screen, actually has a lot of hidden content on it. You can see that she's already solved it here. So by holding up our magnifying lens there, or our special lens, we can unlock the content that is below on the screen. And there's our glyph. Having solved all of those 6 puzzles, all those 6 clues, you've created a glyph sequence that can be input here at the final station. If you successfully input the correct sequence, the portal will actually kick out a portal key for you to take home.
Grab it here. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
Hit you.
Thank you.